Hi everyone, today we're going to begin learning about writing arguments, and we're going to start with understanding what credible sources are. So we're going to have some slides to help you learn that, and then a few of the slides have an activity for you to do and turn in once you complete it. So to start out with, credible sources are websites that you would find online that are trustworthy to use in your research for the argument that you choose to write about. So credible sources, we're going to look at what they are. So first we're going to check out blogs, any type of social media, materials that seem biased or one-sided, and self-authored sites. So instead of an organization, it's a personal site, and also outdated sites, so materials that were published over 15 years ago and not updated. You know how you go at the bottom of some articles and see that they're updated. Well, I'm talking about ones that are not updated. So these types of websites online would not be credible sources to use in your research if you were researching an argument. Okay, so being able to identify credible sources. If we think about a source that is unbiased, and a source that's biased means it's unfairly showing favoritism towards something or someone. And so if it's biased, they want you to believe like one side, regardless of the facts of both sides. And something that's biased also doesn't even consider the other side. And we also could think of it as it lacks a neutral viewpoint. So we don't want a site that's biased if we're researching an argument topic, okay? Because it takes away your credibility. Remember, credibility is to be believed and trustworthy, okay? All right, so examples of bias is when there's something exaggerated, a confirmation of bias, or something that's outdated information. Okay, now, credible source would be a source that you can trust. It's backed up with evidence. And these are examples: journals, articles, websites from institutes, like associations, universities, and materials that are published within the last 10 to 15 years. Okay, and then when you're thinking about credibility, what it means is just the quality of being convincing, believable, and trustworthy. And we'd also call them unbiased sources. This little checklist is really helpful to use if you're looking at a website and trying to decide if it's credible or not. Is the author of the source an expert? Okay, what's their title? Is the information up to date? Is the purpose of the source to inform you? Okay, and are there many facts and details rather than just opinions? Okay, even statistics. And look for these endings in your websites when you're looking for credibility: edu, gov, or .org. Okay, so now, credible or not. For each of the following slides, you're going to highlight whether the source is credible or not credible, and then give one sentence explaining your answer. Okay, so we have 6 different slides for you to do here. Okay, so here's an example. The first website name, guncontrol.procon.org, and it looks like it's talking about an argument. Should more gun control laws be enacted? I'm just kind of skimming through. There's some statistics in here. I notice it also has the pro side and the con side. Okay, when I go back to that slide I showed you, like a checklist, .org is an ending of a credible source. This one was a .org. So this website, I would highlight credible. Okay, it says to highlight. So I'd highlight my answer and then explain in one sentence. So this website is credible because it ends in .org and shows both sides of the argument. Okay, so it's not biased. All right. Okay, you're going to do the same with the next 5 examples, and then please turn it in. All right.